Hey guys, I'm Jake on Reckers88. I'm here to show you how to use Overlay Expert to hopefully make your streams stand out from the rest. Now, Overlay Expert is a free tool that hooks directly into Twitch and complements any console-based streams where the streamer, like myself, doesn't have access to Streamlabs OBS or anything like that, or an Elgato capture card. Because we don't all have the money to start off with. I myself am a very, very small streamer, so I found this tool really helpful. I've only streamed for a month, but the difference this tool's made to my channel and the feedback I've been getting has been super positive, so I really recommend using it. So in this video I want to cover how to create a standard overlay, how to add some text, how to add some images, some background images, using alerts, time-based alerts, having a chat window on screen, adding sounds and pop-ups, and even having interactive chat messages. So your users, your members, your viewers can post comments in the chats and make things happen to make your stream that little bit more interactive. It's a load of fun, and as I was saying throughout the whole video, just play with it, explore, and I assure you your stream will be better for it, and you'll feel more professional whilst you're streaming. So again, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do like it, literally like it, possibly drop me a subscribe, and please remember to follow me on Twitter at Reckers88Gaming. It'll be on the screen right now, and definitely follow me on Twitch at Reckers88. Thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. So the first thing you want to do is go to your Twitch page, like I am here, click top right, go to the creator dashboard, click on extensions, and up here search for Overlay Expert. As you can see, I've already installed it, so click this here to install it. Go to my extensions, and it will appear here on the left. You want to select it as Overlay 1. Obviously you want it to be the main overlay for your Twitch feed. If you click on the cog here, you would then get this extension configuration window. As you can see, I've already got an overlay here that already exists. We won't go on that right now. There are some ones like templates that are already offered, and they are free, that you can use. As you can see, there's some here. So you can actually select one of these right now if we get started, like straight away. You can click one of these and click choose, and then basically from minute 1 you'll have an overlay for your stream. But we're not going to do that. You're going to create a brand new one. So you click create overlay, the builder will appear. So you get presented with an option to have a new user walkthrough. We're not going to do that, but I recommend that when you do create this for yourself, you run through it. It can give you some tips on naming overlays, resizing, setting backgrounds, etc. A lot of which I'm going to cover myself anyway, but yeah, give it a whirl. It is good fun. That's how I picked up a few things. But in the meantime, I'm going to press no. So after clicking no, you're presented with a blank canvas, effectively. And on the right you've got 1080p resolution, which is what I stream from the PS4, so I'll keep it at that for now, which automatically sets the resolution here, which you can't change. You want to give yourself a new title, so I'm going to call it Destiny 2 Overlay, and game Destiny 2. I'm not bothering with the description right now, but you can do one. The idea is if you stream different games, or you want to go from games to music, for example, or from just chatting, for example, you can set different overlays and you can choose them from the previous screen. Here, click choose, and it'll make that overlay active for that game or that content that you're streaming. But right now, Destiny 2 overlay and Destiny 2. And if I say this now, I should get an error because there's no content on this overlay. Yep, there we go. So what we need to do is start adding some content, and that's where the layers come into play. So I'm going to quickly add a layer here. Ignore what I've just done there. I've just added a layer. It's just so I can save it. Okay, and it's saved. So now if I chose this, I'll just refresh this previous screen. We should now see my Destiny 2 overlay. There it is. If I click choose and I start to stream right now, that new content item overlay will appear on stream for the wider audience. But we don't want to do that. The reason I want to quickly show you this is I want to quickly show you my current one. So if I come to this Reckers channel overlay and click edit, and close this walkthrough quickly, I want to show you the amount of layers that you can have. As far as I'm aware, it's unlimited, so you can have layers upon layers upon layers upon layers, and each individual layer has a specific role to play, which is what I'll get into now. So I'm looking to cover the stream border, some text, animating text, as you can see, the scrolling, adding images, alerts, chats, overlays, etc. So let's get into it. So I'll close this right now and go back to my previous one. So I had an overlay, but I didn't really show you clearly how I did that, so let's just quickly delete this. Okay. So I come here and click add a new layer. A new panel will appear. So let's call this my background overlay. Okay, I've clicked tick. Background overlay, it's saved as a layer. Click this button now, it will save this. Okay, so we've got a new content item which we've called background overlay. So what we need to do is add our overlay. Now you can go to Google right now, and if I was to Google free overlays for, but there are many sites that offer them basically in PNG format. That's where I found my current one, which I'll import right now. So what you can do is click on your new content item that I've added, and it'll open up the background overlay settings screen. Okay, this here. And what I want to do is add a background. So if I click select, please don't mind my emotes that I've got on my screen right now. Apologies for that. I've got a stream background image here, which you can just quite simply import. And again, there's my lovely face from my stream earlier. You can select your stream border, and it'll upload to this panel. Click the tick, and as you can see, it's squeezed into this little box that I've got here, which obviously is not good enough, right? This is a full HD PNG file, which should cover all edges of the window. So all I have to do is come up here and kit fit, click this pink dot down here, click and drag, and as you can see, it will fill the window. So if I was to save this now, and again choose this on the previous screen as an active window, and then start streaming, this would appear on the stream, which is pretty cool. So from minute one, you've got a nice overlay. But as you can see, it's messy, there's no funky graphics or anything, so let's start adding them. But first of all, even though I added a background, there is some rogue text here called new content item. We want to get rid of that. So on the right screen, I minimize the background. Size and position, by the way, 1920 by 10, 80, top 0, top 0. Make it, accurate. You can change that there. I want to come to this content section here, and in content there is this thing called new content item. If I click that, this is where that text is coming from. Okay, so I delete that and leave it blank, because I do not want anything on this layer. I just want my overlay. Now this is the bottom layer, because everything else will go on top of this, as you saw on the previous screen. Okay, click OK, and there we go. Background overlay. The layer is added, that is now the foundation for the remainder of my stream. So what I'm going to do now is add a, what should we go for? Should we go with some scrolling text? Let's get some scrolling text up here. So I want to add a new layer. Now, I don't want a background. I want this to be transparent because I want to move this text on top of this layer here, okay? So I need to change a few settings. So I don't want background. Setting position, we'll manually change that ourselves. Alerts, we won't get into that right now. But again, we want to go into content. So click content again. We want this to be text, freeform. We want that. We won't do a Twitch chat widget yet, do that later. And we don't want a URL widget. So text freeform. And as for text, I like Open Sans. It's nice and simple. We want to select the Open Sans font. We definitely want to make it white. Okay. And add some weight to it. Make it nice and bold. Very simple stuff. And let's put this over here. As you can see, it's a bit too big. Let's go with 30. Oof. That almost fits quite nicely, actually, doesn't it? Let's make it 25. So there we go. So now, again, as I save this and go live, you'd see the overlay, and you see the text here, top left corner. Now you could leave it static, and as I said before, if you scroll down to this new content item, we can name this to be, you know, follow me on Twitter at Reckers88 Gaming. Now you saw what happened there? Because the text got too big for the window, it made it start to scroll, sorry. Make it bigger, it won't scroll. So, a little spoiler alert there for you. So now, if I make this smaller, over here, and over here, for this, that'll automatically scroll to the left. That's what I currently have on stream right now. I have the top left to be kind of like an information area. So it has my social media handles on there for Facebook and Twitter. I think it says go follow me on Discord, and also has like some helpful text to find the donations page in the about section, for example. It's a really nice, neat trick. So you know, you have a layer here with the side scroller. I recommend really using this quite a lot because it's kind of slick to have this animated on your stream. And that's it. Very simple. Add some text, get some side scrolling going on, and it's text freeform, which is pretty cool. But what's even cooler is you can really go to town on these text form fields and add way more information. So let's do that right now. So one thing I could do, or one thing I forgot to do, is name this. Let's call this side scroll info. Okay. One thing I could do, if I like the font, I like what it's doing, I can clone this layer. So rather than having to add a new layer and set the same settings again, I can just clone the layer and retain everything. So let's give it a go. So I click clone, side scroll info clone. And now I want to call this subscribers to the channel. Okay. So click that. I'm going to click on it again, and I'm going to move it down here. Okay. And let's make it a bit bigger. So now subscribe to the channel. Obviously, as you can see, where is this going to pick the information from? It is still text freeform. Okay? What we're going to hook into this time is this here. So where it used to say new content item, I think it said, I would change it to be follow me on Twitter. You can delete this and say thank you to today's subscribers. And you can click on this little icon here under the Twitch header, and what it will do is add recent subscribers after that sentence. Thank you to today's subscribers, and there we go. So it's already pulling in via an API all the recent subscribers to your channel. You don't have to do anything manually to pull the information in. It's really top, really slick, and dead easy. and if I delete this, it'll refresh it again, and you could put in whatever you want really. Recent follows, the followers you've got. There you go, number of followers, 119. And today's text out is quite confusing actually. Let's just delete this. There we go. Recent followers. There we go. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to go into it much more, but have a play with this, so you can kind of pull these ones in. If you're keeping track of all the cheers that you're getting, all the bits that are being donated, you can absolutely put the all-time bits leader in there, and people can just kind of see it as like a wall of fame kind of thing. Really, really cool. What's even better is that if you sync your Facebook or Twitter to Twitch, and Overlay Expert allow access to Overlay Expert, you can pull information in straight away. So I can add my Twitch handle, I can add my Twitter handle. See? How cool is that? And again, if the text is bigger than the window, then it'll start scrolling automatically. That's adding text. That's adding in the counts. Again, I really recommend just play with it. It's all good. The more you play, the more you learn. So let's just save that. Okay, that's saved. Cool. So one thing I showed before, very quickly, is the option to add in a chat window. So let's do that. So if you want your chat to appear on stream, then you want to have the option to show it, right? So create a new content item. Instead of text freeform, select Twitch chat widget. Make it nice and big. There you go. So what this is doing is simulating chat. And as you can see, that's way too big. Let's make it 20. There we go. Family, again, open sans because it's beautiful. Get some bold weight in there, make it nice and thick. And I always make it wide so it pops. And you can see, there we go. So now on stream, the chat will appear on your stream for yourself via the channel overlay. What's it called now? The creators dashboard, or live on stream, basically. One thing I would recommend though is adding a background color to this and just kind of changing the transparency a bit so it kind of pops it a bit more. I think that's too big, isn't it? Let's put in 15. There we go. So rather than under content, you go to background. You can either select a background and put an image in there. You could do that if you want to, but it might be quite noisy. Or you can just select a color. Let's go with a gray. And set the opacity to half. So now what will happen on stream, as you can see very slightly, it's an opaque grey. It makes it pop a bit more on stream. Just a little tip there, but that's background, opacity, and just chose the colour. There we go, that's the one. Okay. So we've got chat, we've got side scrolling text, we've got a widget at the bottom showing our Twitch handle on Twitch, which is kind of pointless, but there you go. Now, one thing we can do is to add images if you wanted to. It's kind of like the first bit, adding the background overlay. Well, let's just quickly change this chat panel. It's really important you name these assets because trust me, they grow and they keep growing and they keep growing. So let's call this Jake Reckers. So what we're going to do now is add an image to this content item. I don't want any text on it. Okay, so it comes to the content, new content item again, and select all that and delete it. Come back to the background, click select, let's put my face in there. Ooh. So if you want to be a really meme heavy stream, you can actually put your face or your doggos or whatever you want to be as a background image. And yeah, you can have it be permanently on stream, or you can have some real fun with it, which we're going to do right now. So there's my face, let's put it over here. Now if that's permanently on stream, that is going to annoy people. I mean, it's annoying me right now looking at it, if I'm being honest, but there you go. So what we're going to do, we're going to animate this, okay? So I want this to, let's say, let's put it in the middle of the screen. Middle of the screen. I want this to pop in and out of my screen, let's say, every second, okay? This is chaos, but I wouldn't recommend this, but you know, you could do it. So, here is my image, J Records, background, there we go. What I want to come to do now is go to alerts. And I can choose here to say, it's always shown, time-based, or event-based. You know what? Rather than do time-based, one thing we'll say about time-based is if you want to show a message and then hide it, it's really straightforward. You just choose the animation you want for it to appear in, so vanish in, vanish out. I don't want a delay in between my face appearing, for example, and you can set this to 1,000 milliseconds. So my face will pop in and pop back out every second of the stream. That's time-based, okay? So it's locked in, it's down to the time that you set, that's it, okay? But we all know, and we all want to celebrate new followers, we want to celebrate subscriptions, so let's do that, you know? Let's turn this off because it's horrible, ugh. No, there we go. So we want event-based, okay? So whenever I get a new follower, I want my face to pop in and go, oof, as in, ooh, get in. So we're changing it to something called event-based. Okay, so please resolve the errors. So what's going to happen is, when someone does a Twitch follow, or a Twitch sub, or a gifted, or a resub, or a cheer, host, chat, raid, which whatever it's going to be, I want my face to appear on screen. So if I go Twitch follow, I'm going to set it to vanish in, and vanish out, preview. So whenever someone follows me now, and I click this tick, and I click save, my face is going to appear on stream, going like that, okay? So it's really cool. Again, I really recommend you play with it. I don't know if people watching this video follow me on Twitch, they would have seen me go live a couple of times saying, do not join the stream, I'm doing overlay testing. It's because I'm playing with this, basically. Now, as you saw before, I did delete the text, but I want to say thank you for that follow. I don't like that. It's scrolling too much because it's too small. So you can actually do line spaces here. I hope that makes sense. Thank you for the follow. There we go. And again, with the text that you select, you can center align it. I really recommend just getting your hands dirty with this and just playing with it. You know, it's all about exploration. I'm still kind of learning a lot of this myself, but I'm having lots of fun. Thank you for the follow. Vertical bottom, definitely. There we go. And what's even better, you know, if you want it to be really personal, you can put this to be, where is it? Follow display name. So what will happen now is the follower display name will appear first, followed by thank you for the follow. So you can actually make it even more personal for each person. So latest cheer display name. So if someone cheers you, you know, let's just delete this. Oh, I was doing the thing. One thing you need to realise though, guys, is that the second you start adding these in, it does kind of lock this up a bit. So if it does lock up, don't panic, just click the tick and then reopen it, and you should be able to delete stuff. There we go. So, say someone's cheered, I'll do latest cheer display name. You are awesome. what will happen is whoever's just cheered you, your face will pop up, or whatever it's going to be, your doggo, it'll pop up, their name will be automatically pulled in by the API, and then it'll follow with some text, "You're awesome." Okay, so it makes it dead personal to them. It makes the person doing the cheering feel really good because they're getting the publicity for that cheer. It's all good, it's awesome. So again, have a nice play with this. These are really powerful. Okay, so content, background image is all sorted, the text is all sorted, and the alert, event-based. When someone follows you, this is what appears. And I tell you what's awesome, like really, really cool, is you can actually play sounds. So one of the really powerful things about this tool is it's almost like for like, Streamlabs OBS. It's got so many cool gadgets you can hook into, and it's all free, man. It's all free, and I really recommend hooking into all the different things you can do, because it'll make the user experience during your stream just that much better, that much personal. To choose a sound, it's very, very simple. You literally choose a sound, you can click upload, it takes MP3 format. So if you have any MP3s you want to play, I would recommend avoiding the copyright infringements. But you can just quite simply select a sound file. Welcome aboard. This is the Drifter from Destiny.
Welcome aboard.
The Drifter from Destiny 2, and when someone follows you, bang, it says welcome aboard, they hear it, you hear it, and hopefully people can go, "Oh wow, it's the Drifter, that's awesome." Because he is awesome. So it's really powerful, alerts are really powerful, and like I say, you've got follow, subscribe, gifted, community gifted, resubs, cheers, etc. So really get your hands dirty and have a play with this. Okay, awesome. So we've got alerts popping up, we've got scrolling text, we've got automatic fields being populated, we've got the chat on the screen. It's all good, right? It's all good. But one of the things I've had a challenge with is when you're streaming and you, nature calls. You need a break, right? Well, there's really cool commands that you can use to do this, okay? And these are the chat commands. So what I'm going to do is create a brand new layer called the right back. Let's take it in the center of the screen. So we all know what to do. Go to content, text freeform. We all know it. Open sans. There we go again. Weight bold. And we'll make this really big, like 80 or something, like filthy big. There we go. We don't want it to scroll. Okay, we want this to be on screen so we can go and take a break. Okay, we all need it. Center. Center. So, be right back. There we go. Once again, let's make it white. I can't do white, what's going on? I literally can't select it, it's bugging out. There we go. So, whatever's in the background, you want to make sure you've got a actual background to this so it pops a bit better. So, go back to background, just set the colour, let's just set it to grey again. Set the opacity to 0.5, okay? So if you're going to go for a break, this is what they'll see on screen. The thing is though, if you look at the options here, always shown time-based and event-based. If you go to event-based, there's nothing to say here, I'm going to go have a break. So that's not actually helpful. So what you need to actually do is go to time-based. Now when the stream starts, I don't want this to be shown, okay? I just don't want it. So I want this to be not showing. So I'm going to set the delay time to be like 36 million milliseconds. What even is that? 36 milliseconds in minutes. What is that? What? 60 minutes? Oh, this is 0. There you go. 600 minutes. I don't want it to show, basically, from the start. But when it does show, I want it to vanish in and vanish out when it disappears. I want it to show indefinitely as well. Okay, so let's put that in there. At the same time, I want it to never show when the stream starts, but when it is showing, I want it to show permanently until I turn it off. So basically, the more time you put in here, honestly, put in like 24 hours worth of time, the better. Okay. What's going to make this appear and disappear is this awesome thing here called chat quick toggle. So if you go into the Twitch chat API here, the first option, you get some new options. Chat message from broadcaster. So basically, if I put something in the chat, I'll make this appear and disappear. So what's going to happen is I'm going to do exclamation mark BRB, exclamation mark back. So guys, what's really cool is if I start the stream, that will not appear. Okay, that will not appear on my stream. But if I need a break, what's going on here? That's background overlay. Apologies, guys. I baffled myself then. If I then need to have a break, all I need to do is go to the chat, either here or in the the dashboard, the stream manager myself. Go in the chat window, exclamation mark BRB, press enter, bang. This message will appear on screen. And when I'm back, exclamation mark again, back, and it'll disappear. Really, really cool. It has so many capabilities as well. So one thing you can do is if you want to have some fun with your Twitch viewers, you can create like a layer. So let's call this get wrecked. Get wrecked. Have some fun with it. Sticking a face in it again. The transparency's there. Oh dear. Sorry guys, I misclicked then. Set the transparency to 1. Can I remove the colour? Oh, I really messed that one up, haven't I? Let's just quickly let's remove that. Add a new layer and call this get wrecked. I don't want to add a nested layer. I don't know why I just did that. Apologies, guys. Let's just get rid of that. Get wrecked. Select my face. Let's put this in the middle. Opacity is fine. I don't want any colour behind it. Let's go to content. Let's change the text to get wrecked, Jake. So one thing I can do now, if I go to quick chat toggle, if any of my viewers, anybody in the chat, for example, types wrecked, they're going to see my face appear on screen, and it could play music because, like I said before, you can go to content, you can assign some music, and you can really play with it. So basically, you can give a more interactive experience with your channel. So when you see people with like Streamlabs, OBS, and they've got people in the chat saying, "Oh, hype," and suddenly music played and images show on screen, you can do that. This tool lets you do that. It's really, really powerful, and again, I really recommend just play with it. So that's basically it, guys. I mean, all I'd say is this tool is awesome. It's free, and it really enables your users to have a really interactive experience with you whilst you're streaming. And again, if I go back to my current one that I'm running right now, I've got my Twitch followers, top right corner. Follow me. I've got like a ticker to show you some information. Recent followers, recent shares, recent subs. Sometimes the API takes a while to pull the information through. This donations window over here, this is like on a time based, so that pops in and out every minute or so for I think it's maximum of 20 seconds, I believe it is. And a stream timer. The top right corner, that's where my face appears when I'm streaming. And when I do BRB, the window goes black, so you can't see me on camera. A message comes on screen, basically saying I'll be right back. And I even also have the stream starting text, stream starting soon, for example, with the same commands. Okay, so we've got the overlay set up, the one that we set up before. We want this to be our live overlay. So again, let's make sure we save it, and it has saved luckily automatically. Make sure you've saved it, and you go back to the previous extensions screen, and let's just refresh this page now. You should see a more up-to-date version of what we just created. Hopefully you see my face on the screen, we'll see. So it's this one up here, Destiny 2 overlay. So as you can see, it's already selected, but imagine you hadn't done that, okay? So all you have to do is click choose, and this makes the overlay active, okay? So if you close this window now, again, if it's over here, you have to activate it and set it as overlay 1. Set as overlay 1. And that's it. So when you stream next, your overlay will kick in after about 1 minute or so after the stream started. It does take a minute or so. It is kind of delayed a bit, but it will appear on streams on non-mobile devices. This does not work on mobile devices. So on your laptop or your PC, desktop PC, on your stream, the overlay will appear. It will look awesome because I know you'll spend lots of time making it look awesome. But yeah, I hope that's helpful, and if there's anything else you guys need, or any help or tips or tricks or whatever, give me a shout. I'm more than happy to help out. Just ping me on Twitter at Reckers88Gaming. That's Reckers88Gaming, and I'm more than happy to help out because I'm a small streamer myself. I'm still finding my way. I don't have an awesome PC or a capture card, so this is the alternative, but I assure you it's very, very good alternative. It's very, very powerful. So yeah, have a play, explore, and I'm certain you're going to enjoy using Overlay Expert. All the best, take care guys, and see you soon, see you in the chats.